Now let's get to some of your thoughts on my story from earlier this week on that car crash house in Northeast Portland. Neighbors and tenants tell me the house along Northeast Weidler and 24th has been hit by cars some 30 times over the years. The latest crash happened the night of Christmas Eve, sparking a massive fire. There it is right there. PBOT says they made small changes to the area 2 years ago, raising traffic signs, adding reflective bumps and a solid white line to discourage passing. But they stressed they're limited in what more they can do because the road is an emergency transportation route for first responders, meaning things like speed bumps cannot be installed. Instead, they plan to install speed reader boards, seeing as speed is a contributing factor in many of these crashes. But anything more than that, they say, likely is not in the cards.
Frankly, if we were going to do something bigger, it would probably require a larger redesign, and that we're limited to with our budget, unfortunately.
Okay, so that explanation did not sit well with many of you. You guys filled our email and voicemail inboxes with messages like this one from Brian. What about a guardrail parallel and in front of the properties? Simple, easy to install, easy to paint. Come on, PBOT, your explanations ring hollow when a guardrail would protect property and pedestrians and have no effect on transportation. Do better.
I've been in the construction industry pretty much all my life. At the curb, they could stack some Jersey barriers, and it would never be a problem at home again. Being hit over 30 times in its span, this is just completely unacceptable.
Another anonymous viewer wrote to us they have bollards in front of the courthouses, police station, and federal buildings downtown. Certainly 3 or 4 of those in the planting strip in front of that building would stop the occasional speeder or drunk driver. That the city, quote, just can't do anything is a major cop-out and becoming indicative of PDX in general. The city that works, my butt. Okay, so a few of you also recommended boulders in front of the home, and we've seen the city use those numerous times to discourage homeless camps on some properties. But this comment on our YouTube page really got us thinking. They wrote, it's not the city's responsibility to protect your private property. That's on the homeowner. Can you imagine this if the city is required to put barriers in front of all houses in the city that could possibly be hit by a car? That's every house in Portland pretty much. People never want to take responsibility and want us taxpayers to pay for everything. So we took your suggestions and the question about who is responsible straight to PBOT this week to get some answers. And they told us anything that would be installed on private property would be the responsibility of the homeowner. PBOT traffic engineers will be investigating this intersection to see if there are additional solutions the Bureau might implement within the public right-of-way. So maybe bigger changes are coming, but not anytime soon. A neighbor wrote to us earlier today saying they saw a PBOT truck at the corner this morning, so we'll see. We also asked Portland police if the driver who hit the house on Christmas Eve causing that fire there has been found, since they apparently ran off after the crash. But so far tonight, police have not gotten back to us.